Let's get right into it. Number 1. Talking to yourself. Picture this. You're pacing around your apartment, dramatically monologuing about your to-do list like you're auditioning for Hamlet. Milk, eggs, destroy my enemies. Don't forget to send that email. If you've ever caught yourself narrating your own life like it's a low-budget Netflix drama, you might have thought you were losing it. Surprise, you're just highly intelligent. Psychologists call this self-directed speech, and it's actually linked to better problem-solving. When you talk to yourself, you're not being weird, well, you are, but productively weird. You're sorting information out loud, organizing thoughts, and reinforcing memory. It's basically like running your brain through its own user manual. Studies show kids who talk to themselves while solving puzzles actually do better than their silent, brooding peers. As adults, we just learn to do it when no one's around. Because society is all, don't be the weirdo muttering in the cereal aisle. But really, you're a tactical genius mapping your next move. So the next time someone says, stop talking to yourself, you can respond with, I'm optimizing my executive function. Then watch their eyes glaze over in confusion as you claim your rightful spot as the neighborhood's resident eccentric genius. Basically, you're your own hype man and project manager in one. Number 2, overthinking everything. Ah yes, the classic, lying awake at 2 a.m. replaying that time you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you, then planning your entire life around avoiding human contact forever. Overthinking gets a bad rap, but it's not just a one-way ticket to existential dread. It's actually a sign of high cognitive ability. Researchers have found a strong correlation between rumination and intelligence. Your brain isn't content with easy answers. It's like a dog with a chew toy. Except the chew toy is your own sanity. You're not satisfied just moving on. No, you have to dissect every detail like it's evidence on CSI. Sure, it can be exhausting, but it also means you're capable of anticipating consequences, seeing multiple perspectives, and understanding nuance. Basically, your brain is too busy writing 10 possible endings to every situation to just let it go. So when people tell you to stop overthinking, tell them you can't. You're too busy running complex mental simulations to prevent the next social apocalypse. If anything, you're the unsung hero keeping the timeline stable by worrying about literally everything. Number 3, doodling during meetings. You're in a meeting. The presenter is droning on about synergy and touch points. Your brain? It's on an adventure. Your hand is busy sketching dragons fighting on top of Excel charts. People might assume you're slacking, but doodling is actually a hallmark of smart folks. Research shows it can help with concentration and memory retention. It's like your brain's way of self-medicating against boredom-induced coma. Instead of zoning out entirely, you're giving your mind a little side quest to keep it engaged. Because apparently your brain's motto is, if you're going to bore me, at least let me draw a wizard on your pie chart. So don't be ashamed of the notebook full of cryptic spirals, abstract shapes, or questionable anime fan art. That's not just daydreaming, it's your brain refusing to accept its fate as corporate cannon fodder. In the grand hierarchy of meeting attendees, you're not the slacker. You're the enlightened multitasker, creating art while absorbing just enough corporate jargon to survive. Number 4, sarcasm as a first language. Ever answer great when someone asks how you are while your eyes scream, I want to fight God? If sarcasm is your go-to mode of communication, congratulations. You're not just jaded, you're probably pretty smart. Sarcasm requires mental gymnastics. You have to think of the literal meaning, the intended meaning, and the social context all at once. It's like emotional algebra for your mouth. Studies have shown that understanding and using sarcasm involves higher-level abstract thinking. You're interpreting layers of meaning, which is basically what advanced AI is trying to do. Only you do it with more flair and fewer existential crises. So when someone complains you're too sarcastic, tell them you're sorry. It's your overdeveloped prefrontal cortex's fault. You can't help that your brain decided sincerity was too easy. In fact, Your ability to toss out cutting remarks with a straight face is proof you're playing chess while everyone else is playing Candyland. Number 5. Constantly questioning things. Imagine being the toddler who never grew out of asking, "Why?" every 10 seconds. Why is the sky blue? Why do we pay taxes? Why does the coffee taste like burnt regret? If you're the kind of person who interrogates reality like it's hiding something, you're not being annoying. You're actually highly intelligent. Curiosity is a core feature of smart brains. It's like having a search engine wired directly into your skull that refuses to stop suggesting new queries. Instead of accepting the world at face value, you're compelled to peel back the layers until you hit either truth or existential crisis. Psychologists have found that people with high intelligence tend to be more curious, open-minded, and skeptical. It's not that you don't trust anything. You just want to see the receipts. So when your friends roll their eyes because you can't just enjoy a movie without asking about the logistics of interstellar travel or the socio-economic implications of hobbits, remind them you're not trying to ruin the fun. You're just doing your civic duty as an armchair philosopher. Basically, you're Socrates, except with Wi-Fi and significantly more sarcasm. Number 6. Weird sleep patterns. If your circadian rhythm is less clockwork and more possessed cuckoo clock, you might be smarter than average. Maybe you're the insomniac who gets your best ideas at 3 a.m. Or the power napper who crashes at odd times only to awaken with the solution to the universe's mysteries. Or at least your shopping list. Research has linked night owl tendencies to higher intelligence. The theory? Being awake when everyone else is asleep lets your brain wander, experiment, and create without interruptions. You're free to have existential debates with your ceiling fan, write the next great novel in your head, or simply overanalyze every conversation you had in 5th grade. Of course, society doesn't reward the vampire schedule. Bosses want you bright-eyed at 8 a.m., ignoring the fact that your most creative thoughts don't even clock in until the witching hour. But hey, someone has to keep the 24-hour diners in business. So the next time someone scolds you for being up at 2 a.m., tell them you're not sleep-deprived. You're embracing your evolutionary destiny as a midnight intellectual. Number 7. Being easily distracted. Oh, look, a squirrel. If you relate too much to that sentence, don't worry. Your distractibility might actually be a sign of intelligence, even creativity. You're not bad at paying attention. You're just too good at paying attention to everything. Your brain doesn't like ignoring stimuli. It wants to collect all the data, even the stuff that's tangentially related or completely irrelevant. Psychologists call this latent inhibition. People with lower latent inhibition notice more details, even the ones most people filter out. It's like your brain's spam filter is broken on purpose to make sure you don't miss anything important or interesting. Sure, it's not always convenient. Like when you're trying to write an email and suddenly you're researching the migratory patterns of penguins because of an unrelated ad. But that's also the fuel for creative problem solving. By making weird connections, you might come up with the kind of ideas that make normal people uncomfortable. So yes, you might need 17 browser tabs open at once, but that's not chaos. That's your genius mind refusing to be restrained by linear thought. Number 8. Enjoying alone time. You know that blissful feeling of canceling plans and sinking into your couch like it's swallowing you whole? That deep satisfaction of telling the world not today so you can hang out with your own thoughts? Yeah, sign of intelligence. While society is always pushing the extrovert equals success narrative, research consistently shows that smarter people often prefer solitude. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. It means you have enough going on in your head to entertain yourself. Highly intelligent people often find socializing, well, a bit draining. Not because they hate people, necessarily, but because small talk is mental white noise. You'd rather have an existential discussion about the meaning of life than hear about your coworker's sourdough starter. So if you're someone who loves alone time, congratulations. You're not antisocial. You're basically hosting your own private TED Talk in your brain. And honestly, the guest list is better that way. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future, Subscribe to see them.